everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Heck Creative. Today we're going over Toa Kopaka, Toa Lewa, and Toa Pohatu from BIONICLE Generation 2, Year 2. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Kopaka is an imposing character, almost like an American football player. Really nicely done for him. I love this piece for his body. It's the most striking part of him. You have a little bit of trans light blue little underpieces like his hands and these bones for his arms, as well as these bones for his legs. The rest of him is mostly gold with a lot of Okoto pads attached to him. Some silver over here as well as on his back. I've covered up this hole for the creature so it wouldn't really interfere or anything. And he's kind of cobbled together and held together. There's some really interesting construction as far as this goes for this. I had to figure out how to add this piece on, but it turns out he looks wonderful, especially this piece. All these things we've seen before, mostly. Not really going to go over it that much, but I really made him super tall, and he looks great and awesome. Notice there's no gear function on the top. There is on the bottom. We'll see that come into play a little bit later with the first kind of function we'll see with the Toa of any gear. But yeah, Kopaka is really cool. Man, I gotta stop doing that. As far as accessories goes, he comes with a sword. It's pretty cool. I gave it a little bit of embellishing around the sort of hilt area, flanking his armor over here. A lot of spikes, a lot of horns, a lot of everything. The tips are pretty neat. It's dual bladed with a spear in the middle. Has a nice little touch with a cool hilt. It's just really nicely done and super awesome. Similar, but not the same on the other side, and you'll see why in just a sec. Putting these on Kopaka's feet allows for an impromptu pair of ice skates. I just thought it'd be interesting to put them on his feet. They're interesting and pretty cool. I just find them nice. It's awesome. Little multi-functional weaponry, I say. And you can still use this as a spear, even though it's smaller. But yeah, it's still threatening in the hands of Kopaka. In the other hand, he has a spinning shield that I've made. You can just spin it around. I've attached some of these new armor pieces to them. They look pretty cool, and the gold shines really well. It's very nice, but yeah, it's a ripoff of Tahu, so they're going to fight about it later on, probably. I've attached it to his hand via this method instead of the flat method, making it look more natural in his hand. Here's Kopaka wearing his regular mask, and I find it to be pretty okay, but the gold one just works better as a team with the rest. As far as articulation goes for Kopaka, the head, you can actually pop the mask off. With this method, it just flops off very easily. You do get a swivel over here, up and down very nicely, very far up, very far down, buries right into his chest. You get some weird articulation up and down, and all the way around swivel kind of. You can do that. It's pretty okay. Not really all the way around, but as best as we can do. And out this far, up this far, back, swivel side to side. You know this drill right now. Same with the other arm. Now we get a new articulation that you twist this gear, and he twists his waist. We finally get a waist twisting Toa. Perfect. Wonderful. Awesome. I could go without the other articulation on the top as well. But we'll see that done later on for both. You get splits this far and in. You get up this far, back, swivel all the way around. Same with this one. Back this far. Pretty good. Swivel over here. Down, up, pivot, left and right. Peg holes. Yeah, same as most other action figures, but a little bit less on the shoulders. But he's intimidating, cool, and is just awesome. I can't stop saying how cool he is. He's Kopaka. You gotta love him. Kopaka stands at about 8¼ inches tall next to Gali. They look nice together. And also here's a corrupted mask of his, as well as his white mask. And also here's Jesse Heck Creative. Okay, let me tell you the truth. You never slipped at all. It was me following you around with my banana peel collection. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Lewa looks pretty good. I like this figure, its construction, although it's interesting to articulate. I love the shape of him. He's really interestingly done. It's nice though. I do like how all the pieces come together. And yeah, it's your regular standard build. Not much differentiation. I added a couple of pieces, especially those gold pieces you see. They're nice. I do love this kind of torso for him. It's wonderfully done. I'm not sure if I took it from something else though. Yeah, I took it from the Joker. So yeah, I did kit bash the torso to make it look a little bit better and more different. Just something else to differentiate all these Toa from each other aside from just color. But yeah, he has a lot of trans neon green, I believe, like a really greenish color. A lot of good green bones in there, and he's just really great. Again, this is a really good part of him, and he has a neat mask. Yeah, it's a pretty good figure and awesome. I've always liked Lewa as a Toa. He's sort of my spirit animal in a way. Lewa also comes with a double-bladed sword, which is pretty neat. I added a lot of armaments and accoutrements to it. It's awesome. It's nice and green looking. I really love this thing. how it looks like it's powering up and stuff like that. You have to keep it really straight because these are on rounded sort of pegs. So yeah, these swords are interesting too. I like how it all works out, and I put this piece on here because it gives a little more oomph. Yeah, they're nice. They're not my favorite, I think, but they're pretty cool anyways. Here's Lewa wearing his regular mask. I think it looks okay. I just find that it makes it a little through line with the green. That's kind of weird. So yeah, I'd rather have it be gold to break it up a little bit. As far as articulation goes for Lewa, the head can go around this far, left and right, back and forth. A little bit of pivot over here. It doesn't go up this far and down. It smashes into his mask though. It isn't really that great of a joint anyways. It can't really go out that well. It's just okay. It's very strange and sort of angled to the back. It's kind of weird. You do get a swivel over here and up this far and back and all the way around. You know the drill. His hand also moves up and down very nicely. No hindrance or anything at all. We get a swivel at the gear over here. His mask can pop off like so, and his legs can go forward and back really nicely. They can split out, and they also can swivel and then back this far. Pretty okay. And we do get down and then up and then some nice pivot and peg holes on the feet. Yeah, interesting figure. Weird construction. I'm kind of all for it. I do like the way he looks. It's pretty interesting and neat. Yeah, go Team Lewa. Just get that new body part for him, the torso chest piece. It's great. Lewa stands at about 8¼ inches tall or so, next to Tahu. They look pretty good together, and I like the different shapes on them. I'm glad I put the different armor piece for the body of Lewa. It's such a nice little touch. I also put Lewa's mask and infected mask next to him. They're pretty neat, and I like the infected mask, I think, the most of all of them. And yeah, they're pretty cool together. And also here's Jesse Heck Creative. So you're the Toa of the jungle now? You mean when you were in G1 you put on airs? Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Pohatu has a surprisingly good color scheme. I didn't think gold and brown looked really great together, as well as neon green, but here we are. It kind of meshes all well together. The silver is very nice. I love the gold mask. The chest, again, is a triumph. Wonderfully done for that. Like an Art Deco piece. Some nice stuff in the back. Not as intricate as the other characters, but it's fine by me. I guess he's more of a simplistic figure. Also some armor back here. Looks very nice. He has these nice blue eyes, by the way. That eye stalk, pretty cool as far as that goes. He has a lot of silver armor on him. It's pretty neat. I do like the brown and gold combo, and I gave him these little foot pads in reference to how he can kick the stuffing out of anybody back in G1. He had these huge feet. He was kind of upside down. It was pretty awesome and very cool. Pohatu himself is really cool. This is great. I love this guy so much. The colors really mesh well together, and he stands out really well. Pohatu comes with a mace, a boulder on a stick, if you will. It's awesome. I love how he added a bunch of parts to it, like these spikes on it, make it such a formidable weapon. A lot of different little pieces over here that connect to it. We have this little flick fire piece that goes through the entire thing, and I think just connects the whole thing together. Looks really nicely done, with a nice little long stick over there. A lot of spikes. It's very formidable and pretty scary. You actually can kind of, you know, if you have enough, yeah, he keeps it himself, but you get what I mean with this. It's super cool and very fun. And he also comes with a stick. Here's Pohatu with his regular mask on. I kind of like how it looks. There's a nice little sort of star formation, you know, point of brown going on with this figure. And then we got silver kind of flanking it. It looks the nicest, I think, out of all the Toa. Wonderfully done. As far as articulation goes, Pohatu can go left and right over here, up and down, all the way around pretty much. Very nice articulation for that. He can pop his mask off. Not really too well, but he tries. You do get some swivel over here on this another interesting arm joint similar to Lewa's. They're really thinking out of the box. You can go fold it back and go forward with it, go nuts, what have you. Swivel over here, up this far and back, and we get some nice pivoting. Pretty okay. This armor piece kind of hinders it a little bit. So up and down and left and right, the hist kind of hinders the wrist a little bit. Kind of a shame. We also get some nice swivel at the joint over here with his waist, and we get some splits and in and then out and back for both legs, and you can swivel it if you want. Swivel down here, back this far, pretty good, and down, kind of hindered by this plate, and then down, and then up, and then pivot, and two peg holes at the bottom of his powerful feet. Yeah, they're really awesome and nicely done. This character's really neat. I like how the gold blends in with the brown. It's super cool. The chest armor's always great, and he is just wonderful, everybody. Pohatu stands at about 7¾ inches tall, just under 8 inches tall. Pretty short next to Onua over here, who I think is around the same size, maybe a tiny bit taller, tiny bit shorter, whatever, but they're buddies. Earth and Stone. you know, friends for life. That's awesome. We also have Pohatu's regular mask and infected mask. It's pretty cool and neat. And also here's Jesse Heck Creative. So, you hate scorpions, huh? Well, I hate spiders, man. Well, not Spider-Man, more like just spiders in general, but I don't really hate Spider-Man. Wait, do you know who Spider-Man even is? Yeah, I don't even know if you know who Spider-Man is at all. There he is! Overall, these are some really cool Toa. Man, I need to stop doing that. Kopaka is just awesome. I really love how he looks. Huge, imposing, sword and shield that can transform into different things and work out really well. It's very nicely done. I like him a lot as a character and a figure. He's super great and big and chunky. Lewa is awesome as well. Sprite and lightly, very different than Kopaka. He has these really neat weapons and has a sort of, in a way, shapely kind of body. I do love the different ways of parts attaching to him. It's very unique and nice. I also like the new chest piece I gave him, as well as that torso piece is really wonderful. I'm very happy about that. I do love the amount of green on him. It's very nice and awesome, and he just looks super great. Pohatu is amazing though. I love how he looks with the gold and the silver and the brown, as well as that little neon pieces everywhere peppering his body. It's wonderful. Sure, he comes with a little stick, but that mace just makes up for everything, and it's just amazingly awesome. I also love the design on his chest. It's really well done. These three are some great Toa, especially for G2 and the second and last, sadly, year of G2. But they are some great Toa to go out on, so if you have them or want to get them, cherish them or cough up. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.